back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Today I thought I would tell you a little about my life in a group home. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about group homes in the disabled community and in society in general. I think people have a picture of group homes as these places with unhappy people who are forgotten. I'm here to tell you that is not the case in all cases. I spend a lot of time on message boards for the disabled community, and I can't tell you how many times I've read posts from people with disabilities saying that they would never move to a group home, or I have seen messages from family members saying they would never put their loved one in a group home, like it's a horrible place. They talk about group homes like there's these horrible places represented that are analogous to institutions of the past. When I talk about group homes, I always acknowledge that yes, there are bad group homes out there. I would never claim there weren't. I have seen messages from loved ones with horror stories about group homes. So I always acknowledge that there are bad group homes out there. But I want to remind people that for every horror story out there, there are dozens of stories out there of people happily living in group homes. A lot of these individuals can't speak for themselves, so the public never hears the positive side of group homes. They only hear the negative. Well, I'm kind of a unique case, because I can speak for myself, and I do so very well. So I have made it a mission in life to tell the public about the positive side of group homes. Hands down, moving to a group home saved my life. It gave me a wonderful, fulfilling life that living on my own just didn't. It gave me a wonderful family. And yes, I do mean family in every sense of the word, of caregivers and roommates. First, I'll tell you the short version of why I moved to a group home. I didn't come willingly. I came kicking and screaming. To begin with, I lived Back then, I thought moving to a group home would be the end of my life as I knew it. I had lived in the nursing home before for a brief time, and I equated group homes with my nursing home experience. When I was in the nursing home, I just sat in my room all day and didn't do anything. I had very few friends and visitors, and I was surrounded by people I couldn't relate to. And there were all kinds of rules I had to follow. I couldn't even have my seat cushion for my wheelchair because it was deemed unsafe. A seat cushion. So in my mind, the group home was just going to be another version of a nursing home. Let me tell you, I was very, very, very wrong. My group home runs much like your typical household. I come and go as I please, just like I did when I lived alone. My housemates and me are like a makeshift family. We love and care about each other. We laugh together. We eat together like a family. We talk about our day with each other. And occasionally we fight with each other. We're a family in every sense of the word. Yes, we have 24/7 staff who are always around, but the staff just becomes part of the family. There was a time where we had a lot of staff rotating in and out, and that was kind of hard. But now we have a full roster of staff who are always here for us, and they truly have become part of their family. I depend on them just like I depend on my parents. Yes, there are a few rules we have to follow, but not many. Nowhere near what was like in the nursing home. Plus, the rules are very individualized. What may be a rule for me might not be a rule for my housemates. It depends on our individual needs. One thing I really like about the group home is, don't tell anyone I said this, but I'm kind of spoiled in the group home. For example, we got a brand new house just because our old house wasn't the best fit for my wheelchair. And when they were building the new house, they put a whirlpool bathtub just because I like baths. Well, okay, they may just had happened to have the bathtub in storage trips. I've asked you for a puzzle area so I can do puzzles. I've asked for a fridge in my room for Pop, and all of these things were given to me. People think if someone lives in a group home, they don't have the cognitive ability to live alone. And in many cases, that is correct. But in my case, I have all my cognitive abilities. I mean, I graduated college with a 3.8 GPA, for goodness sakes. And if I had $1 for every time someone said I was the smartest person they knew, I'd be rich. So I have all my cognitive abilities. No, I'm not in the group home because of my cognitive abilities, nor am I in the group home because of my physical abilities. I know people far more affected by their disability who live just fine on their own. I live in a group home because I was having behavioral issues, but not behavioral issues as we think of them. I was drinking too much, and it prevented me from living safely at home. My stay in the group home was supposed to be temporary. It was supposed to be until I got my shit together and stopped drinking. But while I was in the group home, I discovered that it was the best fit for me. Living in a group home allows me to have full control over my life, but still have people around. I have depression. If left to my own devices, I will isolate myself. And when I isolate, I become depressed. Living in a group home forces me to interact with people, which in turn keeps my depression away. Right now, I have no depression symptoms. I've never been happier in my life. I've been saying this for 30 years, but it's so true. I have never been happier in my life, and it's 100% because I live in a group home. Well, I hope this video gives you a different perspective on group homes. Like I said, there are definitely bad group homes out there. But for every bad group home, there's 10 good ones. If you have a disability and you need to change your living situation, look into a group home. Don't rule it out. You never know until you negative, please. Thank you for listening. If you like this content, you know what to do. So, until next time, goodbye.